please come in the hall now because we're ready to begin. And I would like everybody to come together. This is about connecting with each other. Thank you all so much for coming. Make yourself comfortable. Welcome to the Women's Empowerment Summit. Thank you all for coming. Thank yourselves for being here. I just had that music play from Aretha Franklin. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Did I get that right? Yeah. Help me out here. What did she say? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Okay, give me that again, please. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. Yes. Respect yourselves. I respect you very much for coming here. I invite you to respect yourselves for being here, for taking this time out and connecting with this theme we have been carrying now for a while. And I thought it was appropriate to come together. When we carry a load together, it becomes lighter for the individual. Is that right? Strength in numbers. Yes. All right, we have a full program. The motto is, conscious connection creates change. Just by you being here, you are creating change. It starts with each and every one of us in here. That's kind of my motto. And I just want to say a few more things about why I decided to Women's Empowerment Summit, if you're interested, and then we get straight into the program. The human being is just a most exquisite creation, I think. It comes in different shapes and forms and genders. My dominant gender is feminine at the moment. So I do have some understanding what it means to be a woman today in this world. And I enjoy communicating about this with other women. I don't have any sisters, but I have a lot of sisters by gender. I think we're all sisters by gender. So, welcome, sisters. And for the few brave brothers who are here, welcome. If you're here to support women, we welcome you. I am a woman. I am a woman. I am a woman. A woman I am. Who is with me? Come on, get up and feel it. I am a woman. Yes, I am a woman, I am. And for the men, I am a man who supports women. Yes, I am a woman. Feel it. Feel it. This is what you are at the moment. Feel into it and respect whatever feeling comes up. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I'm getting it. Respect your womanhood in all its flavors. The mothers, the daughters, the sisters, the grandmothers, the aunts. Welcome, women. We are women. There is a wonderful mix of incredible women speakers who have generously agreed to come here and share all their wisdom, or at least some of it, with us today. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Donna D'Terra to come up here and have a few words for us.
Hello, everyone. And many thanks to Claudia and Michelle for creating this event. Yeah. Woo! I have two quotes to share with you today. about creating the world we want. The first one is from Naomi Klein, who is a social activist and an author. And she says, "No is not enough. To build the world we want, we must dare to dream big, in public, with explosions of utopian imaginings." What I think she's reminding us of is that we're not going to get the world we want by focusing on the world we don't want. We must envision what is possible for our families, for our children, for our communities, for our world. We must be bold enough, dare in fact, to dream big. And not just as private thoughts, but speaking and writing this with other people so that together we can imagine what's possible. So once we dare to dream big, what then? What's the next step? And that takes us to our second quote, which is by the German poet Goethe. Goethe wrote about the importance of full commitment when we're creating something new. Now, for each of us, what that looks like, full commitment, might be different. But I think we all know what that feels like inside when we have fully committed. Goethe wrote in the 18th century, so I'm going to paraphrase what he had to say. He wrote, "Until we are truly committed, there can be hesitancy, the chance to draw back, and the result of that is ineffectiveness." He says, when we begin to create something new, there's an elementary truth that's very important to our success. And that truth is that the moment we truly commit ourselves, then something else moves too. We could call that something else divine guidance. We could call it the field of all possibility, or we could simply call it grace. But now, all sorts of things occur that would otherwise never have happened. A whole stream of events flows to us, coming from our decision, and brings to us chance meetings, material assistance, unforeseen events, help, guidance that we never could have dreamed would come our way. I've had this happen many times in my life, and I believe it to be true. Goethe ends with these exact words, "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now." Well, here we are at the beginning of this inspiring day, and let's make a commitment together right now that whatever this day inspires us to do, whatever we can do on behalf of our children and our communities, on behalf of Mother Earth herself, let's make that all-in commitment and say yes to dreaming big, to say yes to supporting one another, to say yes to creating the world we want. And on the count of 3, let's throw our hands in the air and shout yes. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
Woo! Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Donna, very much. Yes. We don't say yes often enough. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Donna. There's a moment of time we have before Antoinette will come and speak to us. Antoinette?
Good morning. After Donna, I want to take a little bit a moment. I want to stop and just go sit down and meditate on some of what she said, because that's pretty powerful. So today what we're going to do is we're going to continue with developing ourselves, and we're going to talk about love. This exercise is interactive. I'm going to ask everyone to participate. And if you don't want to participate, you can just say pass, and we'll pass. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about love and what it means What does it actually mean? What are the words, the action words, that describe what love is? This started in doing, we had a Fatherhood is Sacred and Motherhood is Sacred classes. And when we got to the class about love with the fathers, a lot of them didn't know really what it meant. They had parents or other people in their lives that said, I love you. But the actions didn't go along with that. So they didn't learn exactly what love was. And so it became a cycle, right? So we want to be able to change that. So we're gonna start. And we'll talk more about it as we go through. So I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna say honesty. Claudia? We'll start with you. Listening. Beautiful. Compassionate. Acceptance. Kindness. Expansion. Comfort. Empathy. Gratitude. Presence. Being present. Very important. Protection. Protecting. Forgiveness. Selflessness.
On a higher level, love creates and sustains all life.
Sustaining life, yes. Patience. Authenticity. Gentleness. Being. Healing. Nurture. Inclusion. Trust. Connection. Respect. Understanding. It's a good one. Time. I believe so, yes. Compassion. It's okay, it could be your word. Empathy. Non-judgment.
Letting go.
Release.
Well, I kind of like letting go. But
Letting go. Letting go is fine. Letting go.
without hesitation.
So what would be another word we might say that?
Spontaneous, instant.
Because we want to make sure it's not negative. We want to be positive. So.
Then I'm going to say positive.
Positive.
Sharing.
Sharing. Warmth.
Being
Held. That physical. Physical actually can be several things.
Unconditional acceptance.
So acceptance, I think we do have that. Clarity. Curiosity. These are wonderful, guys. Thank you.
Being real.
Real.
Showing courage.
Encouragement.
No, courage.
Oh, courage. Courage. Yes.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Joy. Yes.
Win, win, win.
Win, win, win. Contemplation. Contemplation. Selflessness. Belief.
The act of choosing.
Choosing. Touch. Openness. Truth. Childlike. Self-reflection. Okay. Peace. Admiration. Support. Being considerate. Strength. Cooperation. Grounding. Bravery. Sex. Attraction. I heard somebody say attraction. Hope. Vulnerability, yes. Anyone think of another word? Yeah. Soulful. Compromise. Discipline. Communication. Choose. Flexibility. Service. Growth. Protection. Building. Divine. Yes. Helpful. I missed that last one. Root? Oh, roots. Yes. Roots. You got that one? Awesome. You know, the first time we did this, it was a little difficult. We kind of had to tell them at the end, okay, here are some words. What do you think of this? And now it's been maybe 8 years. And when we have events like this or smaller classes, I think we've gotten up like 145 words is the number we got. That's like the highest number in Sacramento. So maybe Sabrina can count the words that we got today. Anyone have any other words you want to add before she counts them up? Collaboration. Vital. Hugs. Radiating. You guys have some awesome words. Natural. Heart. 145. It was 145. Yeah. So I don't know that we're there. Kisses. Free. Grace. God. Babies. Power. Creation. Infinite. Serenity. Dynamic. These are awesome. This is awesome exercise. Surrender. Dignified. Playful. I'm not even going to have to look at my cheat sheet. I mean, I have my keywords that I use. Service and discipline. Look how beautiful that board looks. Surprising. Patience, I think we have up there. Willing. Unexpected. Food. Food. Energy. Home. Humble. Bliss. What was that again, sorry? Bliss. Family. Safety. Internal. Friends. Sacred. Empowering. Cosmic. You guys are an awesome group. How about faith? Harmony. Magic. Pardon? Cohesiveness. Caring. Loyalty. Dedication. Collaboration. Is there? Yeah. Sensitive. Challenging. So there's one that we're going to talk about for a second. We're not going to add that to the board because that is your experience. That is something you felt and you went through, but that might not have been love. But it is challenging. But when we're talking about the pure essence of love, somebody might say love hurts. But that's your experience. And it's an experience we don't want you to have. An experience we don't want our children to have, and our sisters, and our mothers, and our fathers. Nurture, Oh, she's counting. There's a few more words. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. Special. Let's see. Clarity. Yes, it is. And pardon? Holy. Holy and holy. All encompassing. Holy.
All encompassing should be up there too.
All encompassing. Thankful. Balance. Natural. Omnipotent. Irresistible. I know. Empowering. How do we miss that word today? Tender. Consistent. Surrender. Teaching. Oh, supple. I think we do have hope. Limitless. Boundaries. Fondness. Omnipresent. Regard. You guys want to beat that score, I see. I'm all for it, because then I get bragging rights. So we're going to stop there, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. So all of these things, they start with me, and they start with you. They start with each one of us. So we can go here on the board and we could say, I am going to be clear with myself. I am going to be open with myself. I'm going to be truthful with myself. I'm going to support myself and accept myself. I'm going to be passionate. I am going to have faith today. Let's do it out. Because we can't give what we don't have. And as women, so we're here as women today, we are the ones that are raising the children. Our fathers do as well. Today we're focusing on women. We're raising the children. We're raising our daughters to become mothers and sisters, supporters. We're also raising our sons and our men to become fathers and healers and protectors. And that's very powerful. It's a lot of responsibility. It really justifies taking a moment in your life to appreciate who you are. Something we share in our culture, not to be different because it's with everybody, is that we are our ancestors' greatest dream. If we think about what we want for our children, think about what they want for us and where they want us to be. So it becomes a responsibility when we say, I love you, to say that with authenticity and to accept the responsibility that we need to know what that is. So when I say, I love you, Carlin, it's coming from a place of honesty and truth. And she can trust that I don't have any harmful thoughts, that all my thoughts are positive for her. And when someone tells us, I love you, we know what it should look like. Because oftentimes we don't listen to ourselves. And it's really important that we do. Because we know, we hear things, our intuition, that says, oh wait, that didn't sound right. That little ripple over there when they said something, that didn't sound right. Oh, but this person is paying attention to me. They're lavishing me with these things, so that little ripple over there is okay. It's not always okay. So each day we have to wake up. It's our choice. We have a choice. Wake up and be positive. Because as much as we can work on these things, there's a whole nother section of things that if we're not working on these things, then we're going to fall out of love with ourselves and with our people that are around us. So we need to choose positive every day and choose these things. And that's our choice. So it's important to remember that our ancestors thought we were great. We were their dream. So we all have the capability, and we all are encompassing in greatness. As much as we might have negative thoughts, we can overcome those with our sisterhood, with our family, and those around the people we surround us with, but also internally with all these things. And then something to remember too is we are the ancestors of tomorrow. The first time I heard that, I went, what? Not me. I'm not like that. I'm not ready. But every day we need to be ready. And we need to choose love. So thank you for allowing me to come and share this with you. And may your day be blessed. Yahweh. Let's say how many words we got. 139. Oh, that's really close. You got more? Well, maybe you could add them in red later, and then we can expand on that. We'll put it somewhere so you could see it.
Thank you so much, Antoinette. And thank you, Sabrina, for writing like a whiz. This is beautiful. Can you feel the love? 139 ways and more. And now I know you're all already thinking of other ways to verbalize love, and it's just a matter of us actually expressing it. And I want to express my love for the next speaker, who took me in a few years ago into her studio, and we have been having a lot of fun collaborating in the last few years. Michelle is part of this team who put this together. I'm very grateful. She has some things she wants to share with you now. And before she comes up, I just want to invite you all, whatever you have felt in your chest, in your tummy, while Antoinette was helping you to connect with love, this is something you can carry with you throughout the day, throughout the weekend, and beyond. This, what is happening here, is creating change. Can you feel that? Okay. Michelle?
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Donna, Antoinette, and everyone else who's going to be speaking today. I am so impressed by each and every one of you for being here today at the first annual Northern California Women's Empowerment Summit. This is awesome. Thank you for having the vision. I'm Michelle Cummins, and I'm an acupuncturist, herbalist, body worker, and flower essence practitioner, and I work down the hall at Cultivate Wellness Studio. And in the next 15 or so minutes, I would like to share with you how the herbal energetics of flower essences can help you to consciously connect and create change in your life. So you may be thinking, why did she choose that topic? And what are flower essences? I'm going to tell you that. I chose this topic because, well, in September, I celebrate 10 years of clinical practice here in Willits. So thank you, everyone who's supported me. And just thank you, everyone in the community, because I couldn't do that without community. And over those 10 years, I have seen and noticed so many different changes in our larger global community and our nation and our state and our Mendocino County community and Willits and every single individual that I've been able to work with humbly and just intimately, and it's really amazing. And so over these 10 years, I've seen these changes, and I notice patterns. Some of the patterns are patterns like, there'll be a cold and flu virus, or cold season, right? Cold flu season. And in Willits, it'll look a little different than it might look in Laytonville. In Laytonville, everyone will have runny noses that last and run for a month, and in Willits, everyone will have like the cough and the lost voice. So there are these differences. And then if I step back from that and I look at the overarching differences that are the changes that have taken place, I've noticed over the years that one of the major changes has been that a lot of the dis-ease that people come to work with me on to get back into balance and back into a space of ease, is that we've come from a place of more like physical discomfort. Like when I first started practicing, it was a lot of like mold allergies, physical injuries, and it's kind of shifted a little bit more into a origin of emotional imbalance. And so over the years, I've started integrating flower essences more and more and more. And I lived at Motherland with Donna D'Terra and got to teach some flower essence classes there. And flower essences were actually one of the first herbal medicines that I took when I was really, that I took kind of consciously on my own when I was really young. So I decided to more recently study flower essences at the Flower Essence Society in Nevada City with Patricia Kaminsky and Richard Katz, who wrote this awesome book called Flower Essence Repertory. And the flower essences, what are they? They are each and every flower has an energetic orb around it. Just like you each have an aura or an energetic orb around it. And so each flower essence's orb, the vibrational pattern, the actual vibrational pattern, is similar to the vibrational pattern of an emotion, right? The wisdom of the flowers. And I look around, when I walked in here this morning, I was just enthralled with the smell of the flowers. And I sit here now, I stand here now, and I look out and I see a lot of the farmers who grew the flowers that surround us and the artists who painted these lovely banners. And I think about how each of you have a medicine and how each flower has a medicine. The cool thing about the medicine of the flowers is that it's for the emotion, for the soul. Whereas the herbal medicines like echinacea has chemical constituents that stimulate the immune system, or peppermint has chemical constituents that calm the tummy, right? Well, the flowers have energetic vibrational medicine that helps bring our soul back into balance. It helps balance our emotions. We have this awesome theme, overarching theme today, and that is, who knows what that is? What is it, Claudia? Tell us what this theme is.
Conscious connection creates change.
Thank you. Conscious connection creates change. So we're going to explore 4 flowers that will help us to consciously connect and create change in our lives here today and to take out into the world. Consciousness, awareness, knowing, wisdom. We're going to look at the wild rose. This is not actually a wild rose. This is a kind of domesticated variety. I'm not sure which one it is, but isn't it beautiful? The wild rose is really interesting because you could be walking through the forest and you don't even know it's there during most of the year because it has these little humble little leaves, and then right now they're actually in bloom. I saw one at Little Darby the other day, and then all of a sudden, pop, this little flower comes out. And The wild rose gives us the medicine of the will, the enthusiasm for life. It's that little pop, it's that little flower. If we are apathetic, if we are cruising through life, kind of just cruising, everything works. I got a job, I got a 9-to-5 job, it works. I got my friends, I got my family, all is good. I'm okay with that. But are you? The wild rose helps us to move from a place of apathy to a place of this ecstatic kind of will to seek out joy and really encourage ourselves to live a more full life. And consciousness, wild rose. Conscious connection creates change. Connection. Once we have the consciousness, then what comes next? The connection. And the connection is connecting this physical incarnation, this reality that we get to live in on this earthly realm, to our soul. And that's with a lot of my clients that are coming in, especially in the last, let's say, 504 days. A lot of people are coming in with anxiety and stress and depression, and they can't sleep. And there's kind of this underlying tone of that to many of my clients, while there is beautiful joy. And one of the things that I work with a lot of my clients on is finding your sense of purpose. And we all have one. We are all these unique, beautiful flowers that express ourselves differently. If you look around the room today, you'll see so many different faces and so many different flowers. And we all have a different soul purpose. So the wild oat, which you'll see kind of waving in the wind, right? All of those little seeds are a soul purpose, a potential soul purpose, right? And if you sow your wild oats, that means that you can grasp one soul purpose and really do it and do it well and do it right. And so the wild oat flower essence helps us to move from a place of kind of going over here and doing this and going over here and doing this and being kind of chronically dissatisfied because we don't have that sense of purpose. That sense of purpose is so important and it can be so challenging to find for some people sometimes. So one of these oats is your sense of purpose. And then you find it, and then you plant it, and then it grows more. Wild oat. Conscious connection creates. Creation. We just are on the very end of, who knows what this flower is? The iris. Yes. The iris is the flower essence for creativity. Our soul wants to paint, and it does. It paints in flowers. That's the iris. It really is, an opportunity for the soul to paint, to create, to be creative. And if we're not, and we can all be creative in our own way. And if we don't get to express that creativity, we just have this dullness, and that dullness can be injurious to the soul. It can slow us down. It can prevent us from allowing that conscious connection to begin to create. Conscious connection creates change. So the flower essence for change is the walnut, the mighty walnut tree, right? It starts in this little nut, and it's this nut that's shaped like a brain or the lungs, and it's just full of yummy, nutty fats and oils. And it's amazing that little walnut can go from a walnut, put down a little root, send up a little seedling. Then that seedling grows up into a sapling, and that sapling grows up into a tree, and that tree gets bigger and bigger and bigger and begins to shade and support its own community. So walnut flower essence is the flower essence for change. And it supports us through change, all major metamorphic changes in life, right? So birth, death, change of a job, a new relationship. It supports us today as we sit here at the Women's Empowerment Summit and look forward to gleaning pearls of wisdom and moving on into our day and into our lives to have that change. And so I just want to say again that conscious connection really does create change. So my hope for today is that all of us can consciously connect and find ways to create change in our lives that help us to blossom. Woo, blossom. So my name is Michelle Jean Cummins. So thank you for the inspiration, Claudia. And this has also inspired me to create a flower essence formula called Empower with wild rose, wild oat, iris, and walnut. And I have made 100 of these. So I hope that you all can come say hi to me and get one from me. And I want to say something too about the flower essences, is that flower essences are subtle and profound. So enjoy your day.
Thank you so much, Michelle. We're setting up for our next awesome performer. Marjo, where are you? And while she's getting ready, I want to say something. Yes, I wanted flowers. I wanted lots of flowers, and flowers came abundantly. Be careful what you ask for. Flowers have been coming for the last 24 hours in this building, and I am so grateful. And I would like to suggest something for you in the break, when we have a pause or the lunch. Go smell those flowers. See what flowers really speak to you. Talk to them, listen to what they have to say. And if you stay all day, you all get to take some flowers home. All right, Marjo, I am very happy you're here. Are you ready?
My name's Marjo Wilson. I'm from Covelo, California, just up the road. Some of you may know me as an artist. I paint ranch art and river art, and Suzanne Pichetti of Blue Sky Gallery has sold my art for over 20 years, and I don't know if she's here today, but it's been a wonderful collaboration, Covelo Willits collaboration. Anyway, the other thing I do is I have led a funk kind of groove, strong women empowerment lyric band for probably 20 years or so. And that's been a big part of my life as well. My husband's from Denmark. We live in Covelo. He's a bass player, and we have a recording studio, etc. I'm 54 years old. At age 35, I was just very stressed and had to start learning about self-care. I didn't have that growing up. So long story short, I just had to learn a lot. And at age 50, about 4 years ago, I did a kind of departure with my music, and I wrote an album for everyone, not just kind of adult music or music for women, but I thought it would be a good idea to write music that all ages can enjoy together. And so I did. I made a little album. So I'm going to try to just explain this really quickly. I made an album of 10 songs, and I thought, okay, I want to write for even babies and even 101-year-olds at the same time. So that was my challenge. And I think I hit my mark, because babies really rock out. And yeah, so anyway, we're going to play a little bit of it. You can hear what's going on. But I also made a book. Since I'm a visual artist, I made a book to go along with it, since so many babies, partially what this is all about is that this age is so digital. And everybody's on their iPhones looking at videos and everything, and we're not engaging and interacting together. And part of my my whole healing process, coming from 35, 45 to 50, was learning everything about my nervous system that I possibly could, to learn how to create a calm nervous system in myself. So it's been profound. Already the Antoinette and then Michelle talk about flower essence. I live in a rosehip patch, a wild rosehip patch. I would like to introduce you to Cotton Dandy. partner in the last 3 years. This is Cotton Dandy. He lives in a hayfield, wild oats, in a wild rose hip patch. I'm not kidding. I have a walnut tree, and I need to get an iris. But I paint, so I was crying when you said all that rose hips, because the rose hips are just busting out. And I feel like Alice in Wonderland, because they're giant, big, wild rose hip bushes, and I'm just little Alice in Wonderland, literally. So I live in Magic Land right now. So this is Cotton Dandy. I just figured I need some help with the kids, and I just need help doing this. Okay. Okay, so anyway, that's Cotton Dandy. He lives in a hayfield with 3 dogs, and he plays drums and ukulele. I like to explain him as half Willie Nelson and half Winnie the Pooh, just to kind of give a nice balance. You can put it down. Anyway, I just want to let you know, I have these packets. I designed a packet for the car to try to inspire grandmamas and mamas, and the granddads and dads too, of course. But grandmas and moms, since we are the first teachers of the very young, generally speaking, that I would like to teach. Okay, this is do you guys remember that Coca-Cola ad? I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Okay, I was a very little girl when that came out, and I loved it so much, and it just stuck. Maybe I was 5 or something. Anyway, I have a new proposition. I'd like to teach the world where the one beat is, because I don't think a lot of people know where that is, and then we can sing and play together in harmony. So my whole campaign is, may you, me, and Cotton Dandy create a big old band together in the one. Well, I'll teach you where the one beat is, so we can all clap and sing with confidence and ease. And I just say, if you know how to count how many quarters are in a dollar bill, you're in the band. Okay, it's that simple. Truly, what's happening is we're all born with natural rhythm. I've been teaching basic guitar, ukulele, even basic keyboards, very little, but basically I teach time, music time. And I just want everybody to know they're born in their whole system with natural time, natural rhythm. If you walk across the floor, if you crawl, if you run, you have the heartbeat, you got rhythm, baby, you got rhythm. And so systematically, the schools, the culture kind of says, oh, you can dance and you can't dance, or however this all works. So I'm kind of here to try to maybe make that whole belief, shift a belief in our minds that maybe we're not all going to be Santana. I'm not Santana or Mozart or any of that. But I know it's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. And I liken it to, if you can ride a bike, you got. I'm writing a little book just to teach how. First of all, I have a little book that teaches what the count is. There's a little pattern. We're going to do that together. But also, you got beat in your feet. So I'm going to make a little book. They're not out yet, but just a little book to show riding your bike. I'm teaching at Spy Rock School right now. I'm teaching kids, okay, let's ride our bike with their beat. And I say, who's going to count us in? Because counting in, you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 fast, or you can go 1 and 2 and 3. You know, that's tempo. So when somebody, and then we get going, 1 and 2 and 3. And I say, just ride the bike, and we're going to ride the bike together, you know? And it's like pedaling down the street. And we've done that, right? Riding bikes when you're kids, and it's like feels so fantastic when your same legs are doing the pedal at the same time. That's what I want to share with you. And we can ride our bikes together, and we can feel the beat together right here, right now, forever and ever, and know that you've got the beat, I've got the beat, we got the beat, and we're just going to be in it together. Okay, so I only have, 5 more minutes. So I'm going to run my phone back to. I'll teach a little bit more about the clap and the count on the $4 deal a little bit later, but right now we're just going to sing a little song together, Little Red Leaves. I just want you to know the sign language is for little red leaves. Little, American Sign Language. Little, red is your lips, and leaves is a tree trunk with leaves on the top. Little red leaves, it goes, I've been itching and scratching and I don't know why. I'm a little nervous, maybe I'm a little shy. I ain't got chiggers and I ain't got fleas. Maybe it's those. And then we go, little red leaves. And I want you all to say, little red leaves. Don't worry about the hand gesture if you don't get it. Scream out, little red leaves. It's a song about poison oak in the hayfield. Okay, so let's fire it up. And I'm going to clap, and I'm also going to do some hand gestures. And that's what I teach the kids. I want to teach the grandmas and moms so we can all go home and kind of do some fun hand gestures, sing in the kitchen, in the car with our kids. That's the hope. Anyway, I have packets today if anyone's interested. And I'm going to do some more of this with you later in the day. Okay, little red leaves. Here we go. Itching and I'm scratching and I don't know why. Maybe I'm a little nervous, maybe I'm a little shy. I ain't got chiggers and I ain't got fleas. Maybe it's those little red leaves. I've been itching in the kitchen from my head to toe, scratching like a chicken, like a do-si-do. Tip of my nose to my toes and knees. Maybe it's those little red leaves. Itch, scratch, 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 itch, 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 scratch, scratch. Someone's been in the poison oak patch. Scratch, scratch, itch, itch. Someone's been in the poison oak ditch. Dog and his name is Bo, and he's big and black and I love him so. He likes to sleep at the foot of my bed, and one day he got up and said, I've been itching and scratching and I don't know why. Maybe I'm a little nervous, maybe I'm a little shy. Ain't got chiggers and I ain't got fleas. Maybe it's those little red leaves. I got the itch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, itch, 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 scratch, scratch. Someone's been in the poison oak patch. Scratch, scratch, itch, itch. Someone's been in the poison oak ditch. Itch, itch, scratch, scratch. Better get out of the poison oak patch, 'cause I ain't got chiggers, ain't got fleas. Maybe it's those little red leaves. Thank you so much, and I'm going to just shuffle off here. I'm going to come back, and we're going to do another song later. And I'm going to teach you the $4 deal, so we all know where the one beat is together. You guys are going to be so awesome. You guys are an awesome band. Thank you for being my band.
So let's all take a deep breath, because you're not just going to sit around much longer. And exhale, and allow the next breath to come in. Allow it to come in a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper. Relax your shoulders, open your chest, and wait for the exhale. It's one of the few things, they're free. We don't have to do anything for the breath to come. We don't have to work for it. We don't have to deserve it. It is freely given to us. And now I'm really, really happy to introduce my fabulous friend, Suzanne Wagner, to take you a little further into body awareness. Thank you, Suzanne.
Hi, everyone. So fortunately, we have a lot of space here. So if you have an injury and you can't stand or you don't want to stand up, please feel free that you can sit in the chair. You can still move in the chair. However, we have a lot of space here, and I've got a microphone, and we've got great music and a sound system. So if you would like, stand up and create some space, because what you're going to be doing is we're actually going to be closing our eyes. And so you want to be not touching somebody. So, if, you can come forward, you can spread backwards, but the whole idea is that you kind of, close your eyes and move your arms around, and, that you've got some space and you're not going to be hitting anybody. And you can kind of breathe and move into your body, because the feminine is breath, the feminine is body, the feminine is movement, the feminine is sensuality, it is sound. And so I want to give everyone permission to have their breath moving as it moves organically for you. Make sounds if you need to make sounds. Move energy through your body emotionally and allow that to feel and come up through your body and express and come out, because that's the most joyous thing about being a woman, I think, is that we've got these great bodies and we've got all these feelings and sensations, and I think that it's time for us to move a little bit. So we're going to be moving for this whole time, and I've got some music put together. You're going to hear my voice, and you're going to hear sometimes in the song the voice, and hopefully those words will touch your heart and open you a little further today. Okay. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Just drop in, feel your heart, feel your feet on the ground. And just feel who's inside here trying to get out. And each woman is a beautiful flower, and every one of you is a flower, a totally different, beautiful expression of light and love. Connect to the earth. Connect to the sky. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. And breathe. And allow your body to relax. I want you to find your own organic movement. What is your body asking for? What needs to move? What is tight? Just feel around in there. Who's in here? Take a few more breaths. Keep breathing. Keep breathing, moving, breathing, moving. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Okay. Who's inside here? Who do you want to be today? Who is trying to come out? And who do you need to show and express? Keep breathing. Move your arms, move your hips. Drop in. What is it to be a woman for you in your life right now? How much breath can you let in? Air is energized particles of light. How much are you willing to hold, contain, and expand your aura? You can expand your aura with every breath. Keep breathing. keeping your eyes closed, dropping in. I want you to drop into your feet. I want you to feel your feet connecting into the earth completely. I want you to imagine that from the earth there is a burgundy-colored liquid that is flowing up through the earth, and it is flowing up into your feet. And it's flowing up into your hips. And keep breathing. What if you were one of these beautiful instruments in this piece of music? Feel into the violin. Imagine that burgundy liquid coming up through your legs into your pelvis is expanding your body, trickling further and further up into your body. You're becoming this burgundy liquid color of light, the color of earth, the color of passion, the color of life itself. But you are more than just earth, you are also light. And I want you to imagine that the golden sun that is in the sky is also deeply connected to you. And I want you to feel that golden sun coming in to your body, pouring down through your crown chakra into your physical body. And feel that golden light blend and move and flow with the burgundy. So you are a swirling mass of earth, life, light, and love. Keep moving. Let your body move. Move your hips, move your arms. Feel how big you can be. How much space can you take up? You can expand beyond your physical body. We all don't have enough permission to be huge. In this moment, I want you to let that burgundy and that golden angelic light flow out the top of your aura, out the top of your head, into your aura, and expanding and puffing out your aura. Taking a deep breath and out. And in and out. And feel the gloriousness that it is to be on this planet, on this earth. We are on this beautiful green and blue ball. It's a spinning miracle, and you are a part of it. Feel into how much your heart loves, how much you love this earth, how much you love others. I think sometimes we forget and we contract. And now I want you to expand beyond what you've ever felt and feel the connection that you have with each woman in this room. Because we are all one heart. We are all one love. There is no difference. We all feel the same feelings and emotions, and we need each other. And in this moment, you have a tribe. You have a group of women that are here to empower you, to reflect back to you that you are more powerful and you can be more than you have ever been. Sometimes we just need mirrors to remind us, to give us the courage, to give us that chance to step beyond our programming, beyond our DNA, and feel for a moment that you are a spirit inhabiting a body, not the other way around. And your spirit is bigger and vaster than maybe you ever dreamed possible. And that is the miracle of being here on this earth right now. Continue to breathe, continue to move. No matter what, continue to give yourself some movement. The whole thing is embodiment. Being in your body as a woman is extremely important. Fully here, fully present. If you were fully present, you could do anything. You could have those dreams. But you have to be in your body, and I want you to feel into those places that maybe are a little stuck, and I want you to just loosen them up. Just kind of wiggle them around, just loosen them up. You can touch them. The whole idea is we're all here trying to be the biggest, most beautiful expression of our essence. And every flower in this room is special. And every flower, big or small, is essential. Your gift and what you carry right now is essential for who and where you're going, but more important, what you came to give this world. And we need each and every one of you. Breathe in to that special essence, that unique essence that is you. And keep moving, keep using your body, let it kind of filter in and integrate. I want you to feel that your spiritual self, there's an even bigger spiritual self outside of your body. And now I want you to blast open your crown chakra and let her drop in. Let her start to filter in. Because your angelic highest self has beautiful ideas for you. And it's sometimes our human self gets in the way. But for this moment, let that energy flow completely through and become one with the earth. Your gifts, your special talents, embody them, feel them in your body. Keep breathing and out. Keep breathing and out. How full can you make that breath? How much love and light are you willing to let in? And you are building a bridge that is long. You are bringing something through. You are the connection. You are the connection between the divine and the physical. You have this tool, which is this physical body, to bring those gifts into manifestation and into form. You have to cross the bridge. What bridge is it that you need to cross right now in your life? We all have them. There are challenges in front of us. But if you're full and whole and you know who you are, then every one of those bridges you can cross. Every one of those challenges you can overcome because you believe in you and you know who you are. Take a breath and tell yourself that you will cross those bridges because you trust you. It's not about trusting anyone else. It's about trusting you. Keep breathing, keep moving. There is a wide bridge if you make it. It doesn't have to be scary. There's so much happening right now that seems scary, but you know what? Together, it's not scary. And we all need each other. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Let your yourself weave a dance. You are that dance. Dance the light that you are. Dance the love that you are. Dance the gift that you came to bring. Just keep breathing. Keep moving. That's all you have to do to make your life beautiful. One step at a time. You're going to have to face that day where you're going to have to cross another bridge. But I want you to feel that when you're connected to your angelic self, your highest self, your love, and your physical essence, your humanness, you're unstoppable. Take a breath. And at your own pace, ladies, I want you to open your eyes and I want you to look at all of these beautiful women in this room. Just look at all of these beautiful, open, vulnerable women in this room that are here to support you in being your best self. Thank you, ladies.
Take a little time and just stay with the feeling of being present in your body. And please allow me to use a few moments for the gratitude moment I would like to share with you. Again, I want to thank my team, Michelle and Ian. And we had a lot of help. I came up with this crazy idea, and you all are crazy because you're here, you know that. I got beautiful, beautiful people just stood up and said, I'm going to support this. One of my friends, Haley, is not here. She brought our friends from Nutrient Wireless, wonderful sponsor. The hospital, Cece, where are you? Thank you for everything you did. Ace Copy, Sabrina, Marianne Trevay, Mariposa, Radiant Tribes, my fabulous friends, Andy and Al, Michelle, Dave, who's already spent hours and hours here, Arlene, who has been tirelessly supporting this. Thank you, Arlene. Kitty, thank you for your support. Diane, Rossi, Carlin. Okay, now I have to say the names of everybody. Kiyoma, Mare, where are you? Mare, my flower goddess, where are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tirelessly schlepping flowers in here, which are exquisite, as you all see. Allison, thank you so much. All of you, I probably missed somebody right now, so I'll catch up with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Arlene wanted to say a few things about one of our biggest sponsors, which is the Grange, and I'm really, really very grateful for the Grange. The Grange has opened this place for us to do more or less what we wanted for today, and is sponsoring the rent. And before I let you speak, Arlene, there's two other people I have to mention because this is all about heart opening. One of the early supporters said, oh, we are going to creative. This is about being creative. Chris Martell and Peggy created those incredible panels, which just look like they belong here. They have an energy field of their own by now. Thank you very much. Marcos, the music wizard, thank you. Okay, Arlene, microphone to you.
Thank you. This is a real quickie in the fact that the Grange, Little Lake Grange, has been in existence for about 150 years. And we're part of a national organization that supports the farming community, and it has generations been working to improve health, community reliance, quality of life through family, community, local food security, local food production, farmland preservation, education, and grassroots legislative actions. There's many federal laws that have come into place because of the foresight and the push by the Granges throughout the United States. One of them is that little white line that's along the highways that is the fog line that you follow when you can't see ahead. That was instituted or suggested by the Grange years ago. So we also take on a time of supporting events in our community. And so today I'd like you to join with me in thanking them for granting a rent-free space for women to come together. We'd also like to put the plug in that we need your support because we're having to deal with the disability mandate and the changes that we have to make to the front to make it more compatible with the laws. And so if you had $1 or $2 to put into the glass bucket in there to help us make that happen so that we can keep our legalities in place, would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming, because this moment of coming together is, at this time in our lives, I think perhaps the most important thing that we can do. So I thank you. The Grange thanks you. Thank you, Claudia.
Okay, let's keep on going with a gratitude moment. Take another deep breath. I also want to thank Ace Copy, who have supported me in creating this folder for you, which we'll be using after lunch more. And one of the biggest sponsors is not here today, was Jan from Bechtel Creek Inn. I mean, right from the get-go, she said, this matters. We are women, we have to support each other. This is not about what happened so far. Today is about where we're going from here. We have moaned and complained and felt miserable plenty. We know how that feels. It's time to share the strength with each other, to find solutions. We know where the problems are. Okay, I'm not getting political today. Willits Weekly, a women-owned newspaper in this town. Yeah, yes, please. Yes, we love them. They created a line of communication like we haven't seen in a while. Wonderful. Yeah, women can create. They created a newspaper, although there was already one, which then you would say, there's already a newspaper, why should we do this? No, it didn't stop them. And look what happened. Everybody gets the information from that paper. Yeah, change can happen. Creativity will make change a reality. Right on. Not quite yet, but soon you will get fed. And there have been beautiful people bringing what they have grown with love. One of the most incredible places we have in this area is the Commonwealth Garden. It was a spark, a thought of a beautiful lady who is not here at the moment, but I love her dearly. It's Ananda Johnson. Single-mindedly, she had an idea what could be done to help people to feel healthier, to get rid of the poisons in their body, and she saw it through. She made it happen that the Commonwealth Garden next to the hospital became a reality. This is the food they serve to the patients in the hospital who need really clean, organic, lovingly grown food more than anybody else. This is the food you get there when you go to the restaurant. And a big portion of the food you're going to get here today is from the Commonwealth Garden. Also, for my awesome friends who will be joining us later, Happy Day Farms. We also have Cammie and Mike who brought their beautiful produce. Where are you? Cammie, Mike? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And there may be somebody else who I might have missed, but I'll catch up on that. So that was a big gratitude moment, but I'm really not done. You'll hear more of these later on. For now, I would like to invite my other friends to come here and inspire us what to do with our bodies. Move our bodies, feel into the movement of our bodies, enjoy music, enjoy the company of women who like to sweat together. And who doesn't like that? Okay. I like to sweat with my women friends. Don't tell anybody. All right. Come on, Energize Willits. Show us what you got, and we want to join you right now.
You're welcome to stand up and join us. My name is Megan. I'm the owner of Energize Willits, along with my instructors here, Erin Fitzpatrick and Patricia Bauman. We've been going for about 4 years now, and it's just so great to dance with amazing people and to inspire our children to move and dance and inspire women and our community to be more healthy, and it's great. So I hope you guys can join us. We're just going to do one simple song. It's quite easy. Follow our hands. It'll give you ideas of where to go.
It's like a year on the beat.
Hey, this one na sara sara. The beat is tarantana. It go make you manya manya. Ines is in manya manya. Oh yeah, make you ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, eh. Make you dance, yeah. Yeah, everybody ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, eh. Make you dance, yeah. This one na sara sara. The beat is tarantana. You manya manya, Ines is in manya manya. This is for people with chalacha, people with kalaka, yeah, nandi walanya, nandi kalanya. It go make you feel better. This can take away palaba, this can take away wala. It go make you feel Niger. Oh yeah, let's go to Kenya, Rwanda, and Tanzania, Togo, Cameroon, Niger, Ghana, South and Sudan. Oh yeah, make you ricotta, mama Africa, ricotta, hey. If you dance some easy, make you no fight, oh. Hey, you go forget your sorrow. Makachuku, you go buy and play for your motto. Oh, hey, this one na sara sara. The beat is tarantana. You go make you manya manya. Ines is in manya manya. This is for people with kalaka. People with kalaka. Yeah, nandi walanya. Nandi kalanya. You go make you feel better. This can take away palapa. This can take away pala. You go make you feel Niger. Oh yeah, let's go to Zambia, Uganda, South Africa, Togo, Cameroon, Burundi, also Benin, Republic. Hey, oh yeah, make
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Megan, Aaron, and Patricia. They know how to do this with the shoulders. I gotta work on that one. Okay, we have a message. It's a little video from an incredible role model, mentor. Her name is Jean Shinoda Bolen. She was talking at the United Nations something or other conference, and I asked her to come. She said, I have so much going on. Like, yeah, all her life. She's very well known. She wrote some beautiful books, which really meant a lot to me. And she said, I'll send you this video clip. Show this to the ladies. Okay.
Point of view. It's called individuation in the Jungian world. Now, everyone on this table, and probably most of you or all of you in the audience, have had a cause that you have gotten behind. And what I have been saying and seeing at the CSWs for a long time, I wanted to reflect back to them from my psychological point of view. It's called individuation in the Jungian world. But when you take on leading your life from someplace inside of you that says, I am going to do this because it truly matters. What I see is that you've picked up your personal assignment. And an assignment is something that comes along that you decide to do because who you are makes it meaningful. Every good cause is meaningful. But why this one for you? You know why. Maybe no one else will know why this one is meaningful to you. Meaningful. Second, it will be fun. And from inside you say, fun, being an activist. Well, you hang out with some marvelous people. You share values with people. You have a sense that you have to step up to the plate over and over again, which means you have to grow each time you're asked to do one more thing, talk to one more person, and you do. And you stretch. And it's fun to grow. So, is it meaningful? Yes. Is it fun? Yes. And the last, is it motivated by love? Because it's the only energy that the more you have and give away, the more there is. The more you have, the more the world has, the more the other person has. So, it's about picking up your assignment, not one that anybody gives to you, but one that you say yes to. And what Rosemary was talking about was that I had in mind doing what ends many circles. It's a simple chant, we rise, we rise, we rise. If you have to stand up and say, we rise, we rise. One more time. We rise.